With the upcoming release of the next generation of consoles from Sony and Microsoft in 2020, I thought it'd be a good opportunity to talk about controllers. Hello everybody, Johnny here, and today I'm going to talk to you about what I like about each controller and what I hope they might tweak in the next iteration. Let's get started with the Xbox One controller. Surprisingly, this has become my favorite controller as it stands. Growing up, I owned every PlayStation console, and I was very used to the Dualshock. And even though I still like it, once I tried the Xbox One controller, I found it way more comfortable overall. The slightly bigger size works better for me, having big music hands, and the placement of the left joystick feels much more natural. It has a clean, sleek look, with the Xbox logo lighting up nicely in the middle, whereas the PS4 controller has lights in the back, which we'll get to that later. When it comes to functionality, it is phenomenal, allowing seamless connection to your PC in addition to Xbox, and offering very good battery duration. The caveat, of course, is that it uses AA batteries instead of an internal chargeable pack. And even though it's easy to work around with rechargeable external batteries, I would like to see them move towards an internal battery pack that can be recharged via USB-C. And that leads me to my next point, which is I'd like for them to switch to a USB-C connection instead of the micro USB, since the cost differential would be minimal and there's already a massive margin on price when it comes to controllers in general. Seeing Sony release an add-on that provides 2 buttons in the back of the controller, I'd love to see Microsoft offer that integrated in their base model. And the last thing I'll mention is that Dualshock has a clicky quality to the buttons that I really like, and I wish there was a bit more of that here. In fact, I'd love some sort of haptic feedback, at least in the triggers. That said, I think it's a great controller as is, and I would expect only incremental changes to be made since they do have to operate under cost constraints. Moving on to the PS4 controller, the Dualshock 4 is also an excellent controller, and it does offer a more tactile response when you press the buttons, which I really appreciate. Additionally, they moved away from the weird mini USB connection from the PS3 days to a regular micro USB. However, it presents a series of small issues for me. First off, the frame is quite small and it doesn't quite feel as comfortable to me, especially when considering the placement of the left joystick. Even though it looks nice and symmetric from an aesthetic point of view, I find it less natural to use. The internal battery pack offers a relatively short game time before you have to recharge it, to the point that I have to recharge during long streams, which, by the way, you can catch over on Twitch 4 days a week. Link for that down below. Compounding the problem is the light bar in the back of the controller, as if someone is gonna be sitting between you and the damn console that's gonna be looking at that thing. Not only is it pointless, but it eats away at the already short battery life, and on top of that, it cannot be turned off, just dimmed down. So I would do away with the light bar altogether. If they want to add a logo that lights up on the front, I'd be down for that, but anything on the back of the controller is a no-go for me. The same idea of haptic feedback on the triggers would be great here, offering a bit more nuance to the operation and allowing for more accurate inputs. On that vein, I would find the joysticks better if they had a bit more resistance to them as well. It kind of makes it difficult to operate with any real accuracy. I'm not asking for customizable resistance here, just bump it up a little. What are some of the things you would like to see in the next generation of controllers? Which one do you like best as it stands? Let me know down below in the comments, and as always, thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.